Good day students, welcome sa atoang class orientation sa atong subject nga AG MCA 313 which is the fundamentals of field crop production with basic GIS application. So in this video, I will be talking about our course, unsa man ni ang atong subject, what you need to comply in this subject, and how you will be evaluated in this subject. Especially during now nga naata sa times of pandemic. Our main mode of instruction is online and that entails another approach of learning, especially taking consideration ang inyong situation nga there is a very big issue about internet connection. Not just you, but also us sa faculty. And also, along with this course orientation, I will be sharing with you about our university's vision, mission, goals, and objectives. So to get started, and without any further delay, let's proceed to our discussion of our university's VMGO. The vision of the university is to become a premier multidisciplinary technological university. And this can only be achieved with the mutual performance of our students and our instructors. On our end, as your instructors, we will try to provide you as much as possible with effective learning materials, especially now during sa time nga lisod kaayo ang atoang klase kay online. On your end as students is to pursue diligently to learn about our subject despite sa kaninga situation. We all know that it is hard, that the situation is quite making you or giving you inconveniences tungod kay kinahanglan mo permi mangita og signal, and then on our end sad we have to make our lectures uploaded so that you can view it online. But anyway, let's work together so that we can overcome this challenge nga natumngan yun sa atong time. And we can only do that if we work together. So we as your instructors and you as our responsible students. Our university's mission is basically anchored on the four functions of the university, which is instruction, research, extension, and production. So instruction, as I've said, we will try to provide you as much as possible with effective learning materials. Bisan pa man nga, ang atong klase ron is dili na face-to-face, but through online, but we will still try to provide you with effective teaching materials para makakat-on gihapon mo despite this pandemic nga we are experiencing. And then research. So our instruction that we will be sharing to you will be based on research so that it is updated on your end ang knowledge nga inyuhang ma-absorb. And then we have the extension. So extension is basically the transfer of knowledge, research-based knowledge. So if we have this effective instruction that is based from the findings of our research, from it we can develop a technology. And that technology we can share to the community, and that is the essence of extension as a function of our university and as a mission of our university. And we also have production. So also aside from instruction, research, and extension, we have this production. So utilizing the technology in order to produce. So let's say produce goods and services that are backed by research findings because we are an academic institution. Okay? And then we have here the goals of the university. So basically, I want to stress out three parts of this. So the goal of the university is to make you as graduates equipped with the appropriate knowledge, skills, and attitude. So these three comes along together, and these are essential for your success during your careers. Once you leave the portals of our university and pursue your own dreams. So try to keep these three intact in your appropriate knowledge, skill, and attitude because this will help you through a lot when you navigate the real world. And then we also have here the relevant researches, conducting of relevant researches and strengthening linkages. So our university also aims to do relevant researches in order to help our students and as well as our community to develop the community as well. And we have here linkages because you can never do things on your own and expect a very good result. We can do good things when we are working together. So linkages are very essential, and as a university, we have been trying to link with uh, concerned agencies as much as possible, and also for you to experience learning in the outside world while you are still studying here in our university. And then we have here the program outcomes, which is common to all programs, the program objectives, which is common to the agriculture education, and the specific outcomes to the BS agriculture program. And then we have also the course learning outcomes. So to wrap this up, kay medyo taas-taas man tong taas-taas tong slides. To wrap it up, you just need to learn about this subject, and with this subject being a major subject, which is fundamentals of field crop production with basic GIS application. So you just need to learn the fundamentals of field crop production, what to do in field crop production, and what are the technologies specific to a certain uh, crop or certain variety of crop, because different varieties or different crops have different technologies. And then with the application of GIS, we will try as much as possible to incorporate your learning with real-time GIS application. So if you are not familiar yet with the GIS, so GIS stands for Geographic Information System. If you are familiar with Google Maps in your cell phones, so that's one way of using GIS. In our subject, we will try to use GIS to create a map of your farm. Sounds exciting? Okay, I hope so. But it's quite a bit difficult, I say. But don't worry, I will run you through in this subject, and I will try to provide you as much as possible with easy but effective learning experience. So our course is good for 90 hours for the entire semester. You will be credited 3 units after finishing this course, and you can take this course if you have already taken the AGCC 126, which is the principles of crop production. But I think that you have already taken all of you have taken this because you've already graduated in your second year. So our course description, it focuses on the cultural and management practices in the production and utilization of intermediate, pasture and fodder crops, and other classes of field crops. It also focuses on the study and application of various practices in the field crop production. Students are also introduced to the basic geographic information system. So again, wrapping this up, you will need to learn crop production, field crop production, and then incorporate this knowledge with GIS. So maghimo tag map sa inyong farm. And we will try that as much as possible kay it will really need man ta na internet, and preferably a good working laptop or computer. But in the case nga wala na, we will try to find ways in order to still apply GIS in our knowledge of field crop production. Evaluation of this subject is composed of two parts. So naman laboratory ka subject, your grade will be based on 60% of your lecture performance and then 40% of your laboratory performance. And then each component, ang lecture o lab, is broken down, as you can see on the screen, natay 4 components for lecture and then 3 components for the laboratory, which with equivalent percentage. And then for your final grade, it will be 50% of your midterm grade and your final grade. So that will be your final rating for this semester. So just uh, keep in track with your assignments and activities and exams, and you will have no problem with your grades. Okay? So in this subject, this is what you need to comply. You have here the course requirements, generic course requirements. So you have to at least attend 80% of the class attendance and then comply with all the requirements and active participation in the class activities. So I think it's already been very familiar with you how to pass like the other subjects that you have taken before this. So it stays the same. So Skwila conducts activities and then learn as well, not just conducting but learning, and then complying with all your responsibilities as students. So medyo taas-taas tong istorya. To wrap it up, para di mo maglibog, kay daghan kay to, basig inyo nitong i-memorize, kay basig mag-quiz niya ko, pero di bitaw. So to wrap it up, mo ni, just remember these three things nga inyohang buhaton para wala mo'y problema as a student in this subject. So first is attend your class. Eskwela lang yun. And then do your course assignments. Kung sa'y i-require, please submit. And then be a responsible student. So with the number one, attend your classes. You might be asking, saan mo na mo pag-attend of classes? Ani sir, don't worry, I will be in touch with you every time sa ato ang GC, sa ato ang group chat. And our approach will be like this. Every Monday, mag-upload ko og lecture video that you will have to watch for the week. And then I will be assigning also an activity that you need to conduct or do in that week. And you have to submit it within that week. Let's say mag-upload ko video karong Monday next week. So by Friday next week, you should be able to submit the activity nga akong i-require from you. Okay, so that will inan natong approach because it will save you time nga magsige mo log in online and also to save you money. And let's see if that's effective. Hopefully, it will be effective. Because we are considering your side as students nga lisod ang signal, no? So let's just minimize our uh, our meetings, but not compromising the quality. So we will minimize our meetings, but I will provide you with simple, effective learning materials para sa makakaton gihapon mo. So that's it. Next meeting, that will be next week. So we will be talking about our first topic, which is plant factors affecting crop production. So magsugod na kita ani sa ato ang lessons by next week. And you can read in advance about this topic. Any reference will do. But by next week, I will be sharing with you our presentation, our lesson slides, which you will study para sa ato ang mga exams and quizzes. Okay, so thank you very much for attending, and I hope that you have remembered the necessary things you need in order to do as a student. So again, let's recap. Number one, attend your classes. Number two, do your course assignments. And then number three, be a responsible student. But I know that you are already responsible. So I have faith in you that you will be able to finish this course without any problems. And again, thank you for watching. See you next meeting.